Hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Namaste. Welcome you all in this session. I'm your host Nidhi Prakash and today we are meeting here for our Mandala session, Celtic Mandala. This is last 8th inch session in this series and we did so many 8-inch paper mandala, lots of Celtic mandalas and few other decorative mandalas all attached and many more. Here are all these 8-inch mandalas which we have done in this series. The videos of all these 8-inch mandalas are available on my YouTube channel. You can see this is the heart knot, Priscal, Trinity, decorative, and many more. There are the few there other versions all attached. Tree of Life we did last session. This is in the 6-inch square paper. Now we are going to start the 6-inch square from our next session, next to next week when we'll do. So generally I am keeping my all sessions these days every alternate week. So one week you are getting some spiral art or some paradox challenge, and other week I'm doing this live session. And this one is the Merkaba. This one is available for the Patreons and the YouTube members. So these are all few 8-inch square papers. These are kind of the art challenges, like the paradox challenges. I have given 4 challenges so far. This one is going to come next week, this challenge. So you can try to do on your own, or if you want, you can watch the video of those spiral arts or the paradox art. So let's start. Hello, Anna. So nice to have you here in my session. Let's talk about today's supplies. I'm going to work on an 8-inch square paper. We need a ruler, a protector. You can use a 360-degree or 180-degree, either one is fine. Pen, Micron 08. I'm going to use 3 tip size pen in this one. One is Micron 08, one is 05, one is 01. 2 is also enough. If you have just 2 of them, that is also fine. So kind of the thick tip, mid-size tip, or the thin tip. We need pencil for some rough drawing and the compass, eraser, and this is for the shading, pencil and the tortillon. Hi, Valerie from France. Hi, Haley. So, shall we start? As we always start, we start to find the center of the paper. As you can see, this is the 8-inch square paper. So we are going to find the center of it. Before we start working, let me show you the hashtags for this mandala, which you can use if you are posting your mandala anywhere in the social media, and a little disclaimer. Till then, I can see in the chat. Good morning, Jen. Nice to have you. Good morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Yes, Jen. Because I see people from everywhere, so I don't know what's the time. So I keep saying like that. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. So just try to, to wish everyone, whoever is here with me. So let's start. Please find out the center of the paper. This is 8-inch, so I'm marking on the 4-inch. So just divide your paper into half. No need to divide it into 4 parts because we don't really need that horizontal line. Just one is enough. Draw light. We don't really need this. So this is the 4-inch, the center of the paper here. It is supposed to be on the line and I marked it on little side. So this is the mark, And now I'm switching my ruler to the centimeter side because I'm marking. Let me draw this line little dark so that you can see this line. It looks like line is way too light. Yeah. Now I'm switching on the measurements on the screen also. And you can see me also making the marks on my paper. We want 2.5, 4.5, 5, 6.5. They all are in the centimeters, 8 and 9 centimeters. So I put all the marks. I'm repeating again 2.5, 4.5, 2.5, 4.5, 5, 6.5, 8 and 9. Now I'm keeping my ruler at the side. We need it a little light. And I'm using this turntable so that I can make my all circles. This is the compass. I broke my last compass. I bought this yesterday. I just found it at Office Max. Let's see how it goes. It's from the Stadler brand. So this is my first mandala with this compass. Oh. I already put the mark, so I need not to measure it again and again. Oh, it's moving. It's not staying at the place. Okay, so these are all my circles and I really want to remove this extra line. Okay. So I drew all these circles based on all the markings which you can see on the screen. After that, we are going to use our helix circle or 360-degree compass or whatever compass you have. I'm aligning it. And marking on every 10 degrees. I think I moved it a little bit. Yes, now I'm holding it tight and marking at every 10 degrees. Please mark at every 10 degrees. Here you go. So you can see all these dots. I marked all of them at 10 degrees. So let's see who is drawing along with me. Shall I remove the lines now? Okay. Let's see who is drawing along with me. Please write down in the chat. I'm looking at the chat. Awesome, Valerie. Bonjour, Joey. Yes, Jen. You are watching. Awesome, no problem. Yes, Kim. Cool. Thank you for your reply. And now we'll start joining them. So when we are going to start joining them, no need to do all the way, just do it from this 4.5 to the last 9. Just work in the outer, oh, no need to go all the way, just here 4.5. So no need to go till here, just stay on the outer circle. Hello Rashmi, nice to see you. If you join late, you can still start from the beginning and you can keep working from the beginning if you want to draw along, and you can stay active in the chat and keep talking with me. Or you can just watch it and you can draw it later. Let me move it a little bit this side so that, okay. And good morning, Kathy. Good morning, the Lady Q9 from Los Angeles. Thank you. Thank you for your kind words. I'm happy to hear that. Okay, so after dividing all these, we are just going want to divide this into 6 equal parts. So what is the best way? Let's keep this a straight vertical line in the center, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the 6th line, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the 6th line. So that's how we can divide this one, you see. So let's extend this line all the way long. Just this one and this one, the 6th one. I hope that makes sense. So like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So the 60 degree and the 120 degree and 0 in 180 is already there. We drew it at the very first line in this artwork. So this is all the guidelines. So I'm kind of done with the guidelines. Do you have any questions about these guidelines for this artwork? I'm trying to focus this. Please write down in the chat if you have any questions about these guidelines. Now we'll start drawing all our circles and all the stuff. We again need this compass. I'm just assuming that all steps are clear so far. Now we have all these 6 cuts on the 2.5 circle. So I'm going to keep my compass here and keeping it 2 centimeters. Like this is 4.5, this is 6.5, right? So we are going to draw a circle like this. And we are going to draw 6 circles on all 6 of. So if you want to see the measurements, it is the 2. Oh my, I'm not really very happy. This compass, I just bought it yesterday. This is still loose for me. I want a little tighter than that, and I could not tighten this one. It becomes loose when I keep working. So no worries. I'll just try to fix this. Oh. Okay, here you go. These are the 6 circles, and what I would suggest you to make it less confusing, you can erase these little center line extra, these center lines. It will make these circles a little bit more clearer. Just to make it a little lighter. And now we are going to make 6 more circles inside them, because then it will become a little confusing. So I just want to make this center circle a little lighter. It will keep our art clear. So what I would suggest to measure from this corner here, and I don't really want the half centimeter, so keep it 0.4-ish, little less than the half, like this. I'm just checking if this is coming right here. Yes. So now we are going to draw these all circles in. So it is supposed to be 0.4 only. I don't really want to make it 0.5. I think it is 0.4, yes. Valerie, I was just sorry. Can you just repeat where we put the center lines at last? Oh, you got it? Awesome. So if you want, you can use the ruler and mark on the 0.4 centimeters on each and every circle. It's your choice. Or if you have the stable kind of the compass, then you can just fix it at one time in that distance, and then you can work with that same compass. That's what I just think. And this compass is little moving, so yes, perfect. Perfect. Again, it looks like it became a little more open, so I have to measure it. Sorry, today I'm a little struggling with the compass 0.4. Make sure it is just the 0.4. So I'm marking in the both to our left. There you go. So we drew these 6 concentric circles, 2 centimeter one, and then it is 0.4, kind of smaller, the inner one. Now we need to draw the bottom part. Before we start that, let's just fix their connections of these 6 circles. So it becomes clearer. I'm just trying to keep it easy in the every step instead of doing everything all together. That's it. It's kind of made now. They are untangling. One is going under, one is coming up. Okay, so let me switch on my camera and look at the chat. I see there is lot of things. So Juan Jose Martin, Buenos Dias, Saludos from Mexico. Good morning. You're lazy, Susan, so you can rotate the paper is very handy. Yes, this is lazy, Susan. This is really very nice, Jen. Grid of how much degree? It's 10 degrees grid. On every 10 degree, I just made a mark and joined it. And I just drew the line till the 4.5 centimeter circle. I didn't draw in between. In between, I just drew these 6 divided into 6 equal. So in every 60 degree inside. I hope that helped. Okay, so now let's start the next step. So please look carefully. Circles at how much distance? So circles, you see this is the 2.5 centimeter circle. So every cut of it, like there are the 6 divisions. So this one is the 2 centimeter. You can put your compass here and measure from all the way to the corner and draw the circle. They are touching to the 4.5 centimeter one. Yes. 4.5 centimeter this one, 2.5 centimeter circle this one. So you can measure accordingly. Now if you see where this leaf is, we have these 6 leaves, 1 2 3 4 5 6. So just below this 6 leaf is this one. This is the cut. Let me just make it a little bigger so that you can exactly see what I'm talking about. So below this leaf, we are going to put our compass now on this dot. Okay, and how wide we should put? So just put your compass here and measure from this inner circle line. Let me show you, like from here to here. So I'm not giving you the actual dimension like the 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter, because your paper and your lines might be a little bit closer or further away. So measure in this way. Put below this leaf and here and draw this half circle from here. Oh, like this. And I'm going to draw this half circle and all below these leaves. we have our 6 sections, so don't go out from that section. That is what I meant by that. Stay inside in these 6 sections. Stay inside these 6 sections. And now we want a kind of 0.4 smaller, so you can do it by an eye or you can measure it. One more inner line like this. So our this drawing part is complete. Now we'll take care of those over and under, and we will erase these extra lines. I'm really sorry if it is confusing. I'm trying to draw as slow as possible. So now here you see this circle is coming up. So here it should go down. So I'm erasing. Oh. I'm erasing it here. And I'm going to do the same thing in all circles. Erase the wrong line. It is supposed to be very clear where before we start tracing with the pen. So this is the circle. It is coming over, then under, then it should come over here. So just understand in the one and repeat the same in all, so it becomes easy. Because this is the same thing you are doing in all these 6 trinities or the triquetras, the beautiful Celtic symbol. Circle is coming up, going down, coming up, then here it should go down. You can watch the video again and maybe you can set up the speed little slow to see where to erase. Pause the video in between later on. I'm just fixing the lines so that I don't get confused if I did any mistake anywhere, so I'm just going to fix that. Under. So some places I erased little extra lines, so I'm just redrawing them. I think it's looking nice and all these joints are clear. Now it's time to trace them with the pen. I'm erasing the center line, these center line here, all these extra lines, so that it becomes clear what I'm going to trace with the pen. So now when we are going to trace it with the pen, you have 2 options. Use your compass or just trace it freehand. I'm going to trace it freehand as my compass is behaving very not good, little weird. Maybe the new tool, it's needs little fine tuning. So I'm just looking at this if anywhere the knot is not aligning well. I think it is looking good now. What do you say? Do you find anything overlapping over and under is not going well or mismatching? Circles at how much distance? So Kajal, this is the mandala measurement on the screen. You can see 2.5, 4.5, 5, 6.5, 8 and 9. These are the circles. Oh, I didn't erase the bottom. Where bottom of the circle? Oh, here you are saying. Yes, these are the leaves. Are you saying for these leaves? Here. Are you saying about these, Valerie? If yes, then thank you for reminding me. Anything else? Let me just check quickly. Going down, coming under, going down, coming over, down. I think it's good now. Perfect. Please, if you see anything, let me know. So Kajal, I'm just showing you again. It is 2.5, 4.5, 5, 6.5, then 8 and 9. So you missed two in between, 5 and 6.5, Kajal. Hi, Andrew from Sydney. Now I'm going to trace all these 6 triquetras with my pen. I'm going to use Micron 08. Best way is to use it with the compass, but I broke my compass yesterday, so I don't really want to use that new one. So I'm tracing it freehand. That is absolutely fine. So now I have my all lines clear with me. Draw with full focus and slow. And keep rotating your paper so that you have the good angle. That's why I use this rotator. It really helps me to rotate very quick here and there based on the angle what I'm looking for. So for all my bigger artwork, I use the bigger turntable. For all the 6 inches and 8 inches, I use this smaller version of this rotator. And I don't know if you guys see or not on the Facebook, I showed this one. This is the Flower of Life mandala, which is going to be, I'm going to make the video of it very soon, and you'll see this will be available for all my Patreons and all my YouTube Oak members very soon. Last month, I uploaded a video for all my Patreons and Oak members that was the double layered Zentangle inspired art. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know if you make it or not. I didn't see a lot, just few of them. You can use the compass or you can trace freehand like the way I'm tracing. tracing over the lines. This is the last. Perfect. Funny to do freehand. I know, Valerie. Funny to do freehand. I generally do all these things with the compass because I have a good control on my old compass and it broke just yesterday. And I'm not really very happy with this new one. It's pretty loose and I couldn't fix it. So no worries. We are kind of done with the drawing and it's looking pretty good. Nice. Now I'm going to switch to my pen. Thank you, Kajal. Thank you, Hardeep. Now I'm going to use my Micron 01 pen, and now you have two options. In between of these spaces, we are going to fill all like these space if you have joined me in my Tangle Marathon, so there is a one category that's called the fillers and textures. So we are going to create the texture. So if you see in this original one, I did this little wavy line, but in this one I'm going to do instead of the wavy line, I'm going to do lots of circles like the tipples. So now it is your choice what you want to draw. Both will look nice in this one. As I have already drawn that one, I want to draw the circles in this one because I have tried the circle also in this one time, and circle looks beautiful too. We are kind of filling this area and want to create a texture in the background of these as if these 6 triquetras are sitting over them. So write down in the chat what you are choosing. Tipples are the circles. You can write down the circles or the orbs or the tipples for these, or you can write down the squiggly lines or the amaze tangle. What are you choosing for your filler? Please write down in the chat so that I know what's your preference. These circles can be a little bit big or small. It's absolutely fine. Rather, it creates much, that character to this. Try to create a little bit big or small, not absolutely same. Both looks nice. Now I can show you this one. So here these are the amaze tangle, like the squiggly lines, and here I'm using the tipple or the orbs, so print arms are Jen like the spirals. Oh, you are doing the print arms. Awesome. So these are the spirals or the print amps. These are the amaze, and these are the tipples or the circles. So you can choose either one. Nice, awesome. So I would like everyone to choose their own filler and texture, and if you have that journal, you can choose either any other new texture, whichever you feel like. That's the fun of that Tangle Marathon series. Choose your own filler and texture. And the best way is, if you are not sure, use your pencil and try to do different in one or two, and then you can see the effect, and then you can trace over with the pen whatever you feel like, and erase and fix whatever you don't like. So it's your choice how you want to fill this area. That's how you can create the artwork on your own way, on your own style. We are going to fill everywhere. You can combine the textures also, like in between triquetry you can give the different texture, and in the outside you can give the different texture. That is also one way of doing that. I just want to do the same everywhere. Take your time, do slow, don't rush, don't overlap. A little bit big and small is absolutely fine. Rather, it will create a good look. Pattern drawing is all about the repetition. That you repeat the same pattern, same strokes again and again, and you create that pattern, and then you repeat it, the whole thing again and again, and that's how you create that beautiful art. Best part is, whatever way you draw, it looks beautiful. No mistakes, no wrong in this one. So just enjoy the process. Keep smiling. Feel good. You are spending such a beautiful creative time with yourself. Stay happy. Hmm. Uh, Please write down in the chat about my voice. Is it low or high, or is it clear, or is there any problem in the voice? Because I got some feedback about my voice in few last live sessions, that it's not audible enough to some people, and other are saying like it is way too loud at some places. I don't know if there is some bug or something. So now it's been kind of an half hour. Uh, Also, it's 10:15. We started 9:30, right? So what do you think? Is it consistent same? The audio level is clear? Is my voice way too loud or slow? So how about I just work on half of the mandala and rest half you can complete at your own, right? So here also I'm going to fill the same thing. Voice is low. Clear, clear, clear. Voice sounds great. It's clear. So, Lisa, maybe you can little bit increase the volume level in your phone or your laptop or iPad, whatever gadget you are using to watch the video. Please try to do that and let me know if that helps. I hope it helps. So what I'm just planning as I'm looking at the time, I'm going to work on the half of the mandala and half you can do at your own pace later, right? So I'm kind of done with the half and now we are going to work on this outer layer. Okay, and thank you for giving your feedback about my voice. So Lisa, I'm waiting for your reply. If you increase the volume level, will it help to you or is it still low for you? Please let me know. Now we are going to work in this next layer. So I'm changing my pen from 01 to 08 again. And I'm going to work in this next layer. Just rounded corners. We already have our blocks ready with the pencil guidelines. Keep rotating your paper. I'm going to work just on half of it. Right. And now I'm again switching to the 01 pen. And we are doing the aura line. Double lines inside the petal. So there is a video at my YouTube channel in the Tangle Marathon series, I think I did, where I talked about the different pen tip size. This is just a separate video about the different pen tip size which are available in the micron pen and how thick or thin they are. So if you want, you can check that video if you want to see about the different tip sizes. After that, we are going to draw this diagonal line and just fill this bottom half part or the other half part. And we are going to leave the rest half part empty. And I'm still using my Micron 01 pen. Please let me know if my artwork goes out of focus. I'm trying to keep my camera very low so that you can see it. Little close shot of the artwork. Perfect. And now let's just do a quick shading in this one. Before the shading, we raise, let me I'm just cleaning up in these three parts. That's it. Little bit wherever I'm seeing. So the first shading is over and under. Wherever it's going below, we are going to shade that part. To create that dimension. That's it, and here is my taut yarn. We can come back again for the shading at last to fix the values and maybe to do it one more time if required. And we are going to just lay down lightly on the edges of these fillers, very lightly, not way too much. And here also on this line. I'm just laying down graphite on all these three triquetras. There are 6 of them. Because of the time constraint, I'm just working in the half of the mandala, and the half is exactly same on the other side. After that, you can switch on your favorite songs, your favorite TV serial, your anything, good music, or your favorite pastime, and then you can complete it with your tea, coffee. And don't forget to share your artwork with me whenever you are done. I showed all the hashtags also. And spread it a little bit on these flaps, kind of going out. It looks nice. Right now I'm just working on the one layer of the shading, but generally I do 2 or the 3 layers. I keep checking if I see any white spots anywhere and if I need to fill any more area and to set up the values a little bit more dark and light. And sometimes it comes over this white area, so we need to use the eraser to clean that. So that cleaning thing takes little extra time. You can do it whenever you get time or whenever you are done with the whole project. Oh, I'm just moving. Okay, how is it looking? We are kind of done with this half center part. Now we are going to work on these two layers together in these two layers. Are you guys ready? Thank you, Nevi. This is amazing. Thank you, Emmy. Do you have a supply list? Yes, the supply list is all on the video's description, and they have all the Amazon links too, so that you can switch, click on the Amazon links and then you can see exactly what I'm using. It is probably on my end. No worries. Okay, no worries, Lisa. I hope you can resolve the issue. Now I'm using the Micron 05 pen, and you can use the any tip size. I would suggest, if you want, you can go ahead with the 01. That is also absolutely fine. Okay, so now the first step, I'm going to start from this corner. Just to draw this line, and actually this is the continuation of the top. So I'm going to draw, as I told you, I'm going to work in the two of the rows together. So this is the diagonal line, and this diagonal line is kind of switching like this here and then again. Although both are diagonal, but they have a kind of hard cut here on this edge. So be careful about that. From corner to corner, diagonal lines from corner to corner. And as I told you, I'm just going to work in the half of the mandala so that we can complete kind of the half mandala in our time. That's it. Good morning, mommy. Good evening. So nice to have you in my session. My mom is here. Yay. She lives in India. Jabardast is stable as always. Thank you, Yasmin. What you used for shading? So for the shading, I use this 4B pencil. This is in the mechanical one, but you can use any pencil. This is the number 4B, and this is the tortillon. You can use blending stump, tortillon, Q-tip, tissue paper, whatever you feel like. But for these precision kind of the blending, these tortillons are the best. Okay, now please look careful. So we are going to do this line on the each side of these slanted line. Kind of these bracket lines. Use the same pen, whatever pen you are using. Just a little curve on the end, then aura them. So far I remember this tangle is by Peggy Scargill, and this is the Betwined. I'll check my Tangle Marathon journal after I complete drawing this pattern, and then I'll show you. So when I was drawing my Tangle Marathon journal, I took the whole pad of Canson mixed media. So I filled the one pad, and before we reached to the last category, that was the knots and weaving. So there is a whole separate journal for the knots and weaving. I'm going to take that one and check in that one. 100% sure I drew this triangle in that category because that fits very well there. It has lots of over and under, so it creates interlocking kind of the look, what we are looking for in the Celtic knots. As I told you, this is our last in this 8-inch mandala series. Now we'll start the 6-inch from next to next week. After this step, I forgot to draw one here. I'm moving to the next step. Can you zoom bit? I am, for sure. Thank you, Kajal. After that, I'm using the same pen, and now we'll draw the slanted lines in the opposite side. So first it was going towards the bottom right. Now it's going towards the bottom to top right. So let me start from this section here, like this. If you are finding it confusing, I would suggest you to draw it with the pen. Draw it with the pencil first. Pen, we are using the pen, what I'm saying. So please draw it with the pencil first. I'm trying my best to draw it as slow as possible so that you can see all the steps, and it's a lot of repetition, lots of time, I mean. So if you miss at one time, you can catch me in the other step, because that's the same thing is happening again and again. Hey. As I told you, I'm just working in the half of the mandala. So shall I move forward to the next step? I'm waiting in the chat. Even if you are just watching, what do you think? Is it confusing or this is clear so far? Please write down in the chat. So I'm looking at the chat now. Thank you, Kajal. Thank you, Neri. Awesome. So now we are going to repeat the same thing. And you see, I just smudged it a little bit here because the ink was not dried. So just make sure that ink is dried and you don't touch it. I'm just cleaning my hand from my pants. Nobody's not wearing the black pants, so I'm fine. Okay, now we are going to repeat the same, these brackets on the other side. So like this, we are going to continue with this one like this. And these are going to join with each other. Exactly same thing, the one we did, but this time we'll take care of over and under. That's it. I really like this tangle a lot. This pattern is so beautiful. And it fits very well in this theme. This is the Celtic mandala. So the Celtic is all about the endless knots. That's why I chose this tangle. Beautiful weaving pattern, right? Oh, that's why I'm confusing. I didn't draw this line here. I'm just thinking where to draw. I know some people might find it a little confusing. I tried my best, and don't worry, from next mandala it would be again very easy and the fun ones on the 6-inch square paper. This is our last Celtic mandala. We drew so many Celtic beautiful mandalas in our last these series on 8-inch square paper. Triskel, Dara knot, and love knot, the heart one, I mean. Okay, we are done. It's looking so pretty. Beautiful weaving, right? I forgot the name of the tangle. Yes, you missed the line. Where I missed the line? Let me see. Yeah, I think I missed that line. I drew that one. You are talking about that one, right? Let me grab my this. Oops. So this is my knots and weaving uh, journal marathon. If you remember. So let's see if I have this one. This is the knots and weaving. I don't see. Why not see knot or a knot? Here you go. This is the one. Between by Peggy CZT. We are drawing this tangle here. You see? And these are the Trinity knots, and all these knots we did in our Celtic series. Yes, that is the name. Nice. Let's move forward. So now we are going to work in our this last one. Again, I'm switching to my pen 08. And in every of these blocks in the center, we are going to draw these tiny ovals in the center. Just by an eye. Little bit big or small doesn't matter. This is a hand-drawn mandala, and that is the fun with the hand-drawn mandala, and that makes it separate from the digital mandalas that you see them little bit of difference in the shapes. Still it all looks so cohesive and so beautiful. It goes together, and that's why hand-drawn mandalas are very different and beautiful in their own way. It looks like I'm just smudging a little bit here and there. I'm not very careful about the ink today. Now, after drawing these little tiny ovals, we are going to draw. Let me start from this section, from this corner. Draw from the base of the oval and go right top, like this. Base of the oval and join like this, base of the oval and join like this. Is it clear? Let me see. Yeah, it is clear. Let me remove my face. Why? Starting from the base of the oval and go up and join to the other line. And if you have to keep your hand on your work, I would suggest you to keep any rough paper or any transparent paper or any this kind of the mylar sheet or anything, so that you need not to, you will not smudge the artwork. So these are the outer lines. Now I'm just working from the back side. I'm again keeping my pen back and grab the same pen what you used to draw this between this weaving tangle. I use the 05. I'm using the 05 again because we are going to join this tangle with our this outer layer, this interweaving one. So you see these two little open ends. So we are going to join these open ends with the oval. So both open ends will join with the oval, left hand side with little movement lines. There you go. And now again I'm switching back to my 08 pen and drawing this. Little smiley line in between these weavings and completing my this braid. And drawing this one more line like the double line. So that is the problem with the 8-inch square mandala. It is really difficult to draw the whole mandala in that 1.5 hours because of the big paper and lot of repetition and lot of all these shading. So that's why I generally draw that half of the mandala in the session, because it is exactly the same you are going to work on the other side. But from the next series, we are again going to start on a 6-inch square. Let me show you. I really want to show you. Let me switch on my camera here. So these are the, where are, here are, I just kept them here. This is the bundle of all the 6-inch square mandala which we have done so far. So, and the videos of all these 6-inch square mandala are available. I don't know if you have seen all of them or worked on all of them. Few you can see the colored version of their work. So these are the, this is the Christmas special one. And I'm started working on one book, My Mandala Word, that is the Christmas special mandalas. I don't know how much time it will take, but I've started working on that. These are all different mandala or zendalas, you can say, on a 6-inch square paper, and we'll continue working on these kind of artwork on, this is the Dara knot, These are all little wave style, more Zendala style. So these one we generally complete in one session easily. So these are few of the 6-inch square one. Video of all these are available on my different live session recordings. And I was working on the outer line. I know I talk a lot and keep showing you different stuff. Navy is saying yes, machine versus human. Yeah, that's why human touch is so precious. Please draw these double lines. And after that, we are going to fill these holes. And rather, I'm giving a little this tiny slope here in this oval. So it joins to that slope. There you go. And now it is the time for the shading. So the first shading is we are going to start from the back of these beautiful petals, and if you go inside of the petal, then please erase that. And let begin. Smudge it, blend it a little bit. Now if you see a little bit of the white space around these petals, so that's where I go back again and fix them. So for me, generally shading takes equal time how much time I take in the drawing. If you look carefully and do it very neat and clean, it really makes a lot of difference in these little finishings of your artwork. So Kajal, I'm using here Bristol Smooth paper. This is the pad of the Bristol Smooth, and this is the 100 LB 270 GSM. I gave the link in my, you know, the video description also. laying down graphite wherever it's going over and under, and then little bit of the graphite in these diamonds. Now if you want to create a lot of drama, you can fill these diamonds maybe with a very tiny amaze or the circle, or just fill them with the black pen, or you can just go a little easy like me and you can just fill them with the graphite pencil. It's your choice. So that is just an option. That's why I just told you. So you can use any tangle to draw here, like the amaze or anything, or you can just fill this with very dark black pen like we did in our drama tangle. So in drama tangles, we generally put lots of ink so that we create a beautiful, the contrast. So on the white paper, if you put a lot of ink, you create a contrast, and that creates a lot of drama in your artwork. So if you want to do that, you can do that. I don't really want to give anything else that special thing, because I want these triquetras to show up and to bright them shine. So I avoid using filling these diamonds, but you feel free to do that. That's why I'm just giving you an option. It's your choice. It's your artwork, how you want to use them. Takes a lot of time because these are very minute, tiny, tiny, tiny shapes where we are going to fill these. But it creates a lot of, the feeling of that complete pattern drawing or the complete mandala. Otherwise it looks, if something is there which you need to work more to bring it all together. Okay, now we are going to do the shading in these little joints. I'm just laying down graphite all, and then we'll blend all of them together. That's how I can save the time. That's why I'm doing that. But when there is no rush, I just keep working one by one layer by one layer. So it's your choice how you want to do that. Thank you, Kimberly, for joining me as a Oak member. And let me just complete it, and I'm going to show you all the projects which you can access once you become the Oak member, or you join me as like the Patreon or Oak or the Banyan. So you can support me by joining that, as well as you can unlock lots of lots of different videos. I'm going to show you all, not all those artwork because I don't have all those dot mandalas which are there, and some of the acrylic painting also I think I have it there. So you can unlock all those too. And I try to add one video at least every month for all my members. Last month I added one artwork, that is the Zentangle inspired artwork, that is the double layered, like there are two layers in that artwork. So there are three versions of the top layer and two versions of the bottom layer. You can mix and match and you can make your own artwork by that. And there are few mandalas where I have used watercolors and the acrylic paint, little bit of the dot paintings, little bit different techniques. Some are with the color pencils artwork. So you can unlock all those and you can choose whatever mediums you have and you want to draw. And the best part is once you become a member, you unlock all of them all together. It's not that you just unlock the one or two or five. You unlock all those videos all together. That's the fun. That's the best part of these Patreon and the YouTube membership. And I'm fine either way. You can support me in either way, either by the Patreon or by the YouTube member. If you just want to support me, you can join me as the YouTube member, as a Tulip member. That is, I think, $3 per month. So that is just to support me, and you can enjoy working on these live sessions, which I'm generally doing these days every other week. So every Saturday, like whenever I'm doing these weekends, so I'm doing Saturdays mandalas and Sundays I'm doing Zentangle session. So last Sunday we did this Kalp Vriksha, or the Tree of Life, and this one we are going to do tomorrow, the Trinity. So this is the same Trinity we did today, and this is the one we are going to do tomorrow. And the same we did last time, we did the Tree of Life on the mandala on the Saturday, and this one we did on the Sunday in the Zentangle tile. And I take a lot of help from my Tangle Marathon journal, what we created in our Tangle Marathon series. I think 40 sessions we did total in Tangle Marathon around, and I don't really remember how many tangles we drew in that one. I'm going to count one day. If anyone has the count, please let me know. If you joined me, your shading is so amazing. Thank you, Jen. So, and while shading, I'm just seeing I have to erase these few lines. These are little extra lines. So I'm supposed to erase them before I start shading. If you use the right tool, Jen, I would say anyone can do these. Uh, Sometimes tools really matters a lot. Rest is just the practice. That's all, I think. In the shading, yeah, it's coming along so well. What do you think about this design? After erasing grid lines, we have to start shading. Yes, after erasing grid lines. Please erase the grid lines, then start the shading. I didn't erase the grid lines and I started shading. Because I forgot to do that because I'm talking too much. So let me switch on my camera, and I really want to show because I got a book member. So these are the few of the projects. These are the two. I just put it in the bag. They are basically two levels. You see that? So this is the watercolor mandala. This is the mandala with the dots. This is again iridescent watercolor. Color pencils, color pencils, color pencils. These are some of the Zentangle inspired art. Watercolor. This one is available for everyone. I made it when I completed, I think, 5,000 subscribers. I made it at that time. This is for the October last year. This is again Flower of Life. And there are many more like these. And these. So you can unlock all these mandalas, and there are many more artwork like the dot paintings and all. And where is the artwork which I was working on? Here you go. So that's it for today. I hope you all enjoyed it. We are kind of done for today's session. Tomorrow again we'll see in the Zentangle session, and we are going to work on the Trinity again as I showed you. This is the one which we are going to work tomorrow, and this is the one which we worked last session. So these are the Zentangle sessions, and Saturdays are the Mandala sessions. So these days I'm doing these every other weekend. That's it. Any questions or anything? I need to get one of those skinny erasers. It's gorgeous. Thank you, Nidhi. Yes, these skinny erasers are really very good. These are the mono zero erasers. They really help a lot in erase in the precision, like the small way. I'll do it as nice as you do. Thanks. Yes, Jose, you can do it for sure. Thank you, everyone. Now we'll see each other tomorrow. Bye bye.